Since I'm going to be sleeping in here, one of the biggest considerations that I need to make is how much light I let in here through these windows. To that end, I want to put some curtains up. And I've seen it done many ways, but I haven't seen it done this way, and I think this way is far more practical for my use. Let me show you what I got. Magnets. Yeah, magnets. These are through-hole magnets that are meant for you to put a number 8 screw through them and affix them to wood. And I got these types of magnets for a very simple reason. I'm going to use some epoxy to glue them to the truck cab. And I want the epoxy to come through that hole. The excess epoxy that comes through the hole will act as a mechanical grip in addition to the, the glue portion of the epoxy holding this down. Then it's a simple matter of putting another magnet on top of it to secure the curtain along the top. I'm also going to do it on the bottom. So there'll be 3 magnets on the top, 3 magnets on the bottom, and corresponding magnets on the opposite side of the curtain to put blackout curtains against these windows and making it a little bit easier for me to sleep at night. First things first, I gotta prep the surface of this camper topper for magnets and epoxy, and that means I need to use my drill and a wire brush. And since I don't want to inhale this stuff, I'm gonna be running my shop vac, and I'm gonna be wearing one of these things to make sure that the bits don't end up in my lungs. So here we go. Few things. One, obviously magnets attract on one side and repel on another side. What I've done is I've put the back side of this to the front side of that to make sure, and then I marked the front side of the other part. Now you're going, why the other part? Well, this is the magnet I'm going to use to retain the curtain on this side, but for the purposes of installing this on the inside, I'm going to put this on the outside to hold it in place while the epoxy sets. It's supposed to be 5-minute epoxy. 5-minute epoxy never sets in 5 minutes. Sometimes it takes 3 and sometimes it takes 3 hours because the hardener never comes out evenly. Since I don't want to put epoxy all over my hand, I have gloves on. I'm going to dip the magnet in epoxy, put it about where I want it, there, match it up on the opposite side, and now I'm going to get a little bit more epoxy and go around it. And that screw through hole will be the place where I put extra epoxy to make sure I get a good mechanical bond to the wall. I'm going to repeat that process 5 more times, 1 for each magnet on this side, and then I'll do the same thing on the other side, and I'll do the same thing on the back window. Operation Blackout complete. Well, almost. You can see that my magnets are fully epoxied in and cured, and I have the matching side there. Now it's time to actually put this to work. Let's see how well it works. I call that success. Check that out. Magnet on the bottom corner over there is magneted. I'm using a magnet to hold it in. Can't see it because the second corner is not tacked in, but this one is, that is, as are the other 2 corners. I call that success. 1 side down, 4 to go, but I'm not gonna bore you by showing you the other sides. You get the idea. I call that a win. We'll catch you guys on the next one. 7-3.